Untouchable, uncrushable.
This for people who still mad, I'm great. Fuck you feelings.
The revolution is the genocide. My execution might be televised. My execution might be televised.
And man, do I absolutely love that intro and the merch drop. Links are down below. If you use the code word CAPO, you will get 25% off all the way through the holiday season. Official Champ hoodie. Make sure you get yours because I got mine. Anyways, tonight we got a great show. We're going to be doing giveaways, trivia questions, fun facts, all sorts of stuff. So you never know when it's going to drop, and you never know when I'm going to say, Jerry, hit me off with a fun fact. Now, for a lot of you people, you probably grew up on The Simpsons, especially if you're tuning in right now. But for other people who maybe came in a little bit later and think that the other seasons are a little bit better, that's fine. But for us, for me and my buddy Jerry, we're going to bring him in right now. We actually love seasons 1 through 10. That's just like the golden age for us. Look at that. I love that Simpsons shirt. And you got to get a capo shirt, man. You got to make it official.
Yeah, this is an exception for tonight.
That's an exception.
After the show, I'll buy one.
For sure. But anyways, before we get into it, I wanted to ask you, how did you come across The Simpsons?
It's like one of those things when you're growing up, you're so deep in the cartoons, you're like scanning the channels, looking for anything new. I ain't gonna lie, you scanning through the channels, you see these yellow characters. You stop and you watched it, and all of a sudden, one's good episode led to the next, and then I fell in love with it.
Yeah, it's kind of the same for me. Actually, growing up, when I first discovered it, Bart was quote unquote such a bad influence that my stepfather wouldn't even let me watch the show. So, because my grandmother lived like right next to the school that I went to, I used to go to her house Sunday nights to sleep over, and she would let me watch The Simpsons because that was when it aired every Sunday. I was glued in front of that TV once I found out about The Simpsons. I absolutely loved it. Unfortunately, when they made their debut on the Tracy Ullman show, I wasn't watching that because it was a late night show. So, anyways, before we get started, hit me off with a fun fact. Give me something good.
Okay, I got one for you. When you look at Homer's hair on the side,
yep,
and you see it on top, it spells MG with his ear, and it spells out Matt Groening on the side of his head.
Oh, see, I never knew that. I thought they were like, I remember sometimes it would have 4 lines, but that could have been my imagination.
No, it is 4 lines. It's supposed to be an MG.
Yeah. Draculina says she wasn't allowed to watch it either, so she used to go to her friend's house. I'm telling you, that was like a big thing. Like, parents were so upset because Bart don't have a cow, eat my shorts, I'm Bart, who the hell are you? All these crazy taglines that us kids used to say in school. So the parents deemed it as being a bad influence on kids. So, which I think is a bunch of bullshit. But anyways, what's your first episode that you got down as one of your favorites? What we're going to do is go through our favorite episodes and the season that they're from. And in between all that, we're going to be throwing out fun facts, and you never know when I'm going to drop that trivia question. So let's get into it. What's the first episode?
Do you want it in order, or do you want it just
You can throw it out. You could throw them out any way you want.
The first one I have is the Barbershop Quartet, season 5, episode 1, where Homer, Abu, Skinner, and Chief Wiggum was a character in the beginning of the episode. They have like a flashback. They go to I think they go to like a flea market, and they find the vinyl hidden in the pile. And then it's the flashback episode where the group created what was it called? The B Sharps group.
Yep.
And then they eventually picked out Chief Wiggum, and they brought in Barney.
Yeah.
And then I guess they
The hit song on there was "Baby on Board."
Baby on Board.
That was the hit song that they had for the B Sharps. I forgot who actually sang that. There was another voice that actually used the singing voice for that. All four of them, but I forgot the
I know
guy's
it was a
name.
parody of the Beatles.
Yeah, but I thought that was hilarious when he found it. I think it was either Bart or Lisa. Was it Lisa that found it when they went to the flea market? And they were kind of like, you were in a group. They didn't even know that their own father was in a group.
I can't remember if it was
I
Bart or
can't remember
Lisa.
who got it, but I remember somebody finding it. I'm gonna go for one. Mine is from season 1, and it's the only episode that I could really like watch over and over. Season 1 is real rough for me, only because the animation was so off to me. It just didn't really. I mean, it got my attention as a kid, but it didn't really do it for me. So the RV episode where Flanders buys this huge brand new RV, Homer gets jealous and ends up buying like a piece of shit RV. And Flanders being Flanders, he tries to say, "Oh my God, it's a beaut," and all that, and they get stuck in the wilderness. I love that episode. I mean, there's some good ones on there, Bart the General, things like that, but season 1 is still a real rough watch for me, even when I go back to it.
To be honest, I don't remember much from season 1.
Yeah, they have Bart the General. What was it? Bart gets an F.
Who was
Or
that Bleeding Gums Murphy?
no, that
Was that
wasn't
season 1?
until later. Bleeding Guns Murphy, I think, didn't come until season 2.
I remember the Santa's Little Helper. I think that was the
Yep.
first episode
Mm-hmm.
where they find the dog at the racetrack, and then
Yeah.
they take him home.
Yeah. And I believe that was wasn't that the Christmas special?
Uh,
That might have
that's not
been.
that's not the season 2 where they have the video game, is it?
No.
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 Okay. No.
No. Hit me
But,
off with another episode.
I got Burns' hair. Yeah, where he's dying, and he don't know who to leave his fortune to, and
Yeah.
he's looking for someone to carry on his health. He don't wants no girls. I mean, because
Yeah.
Lisa tried, and he's like, no girls. And then first, Bart goes up there, give me money, some shit like that. Give me money. I
Yeah.
need money. And then, no, no, and then Mr. Burns kicks him off the stage, and then Bart vandalizes his house, throws rocks through his window, and then Mr. Burns picks him, and
Yeah,
then
because he realized that he's evil.
there's like a separation between the family. Then because Marge says, "Why don't you go spend some time with him?" Then Mr. Burns tries to keep him over there, but he wants to go home.
Yeah, I think it was the Christmas special D-Ray where they found Santa's Little Helper, and that was kind of like their Christmas present. I think we could be wrong, but I think that's what it was.
I think that was the
But
first episode.
yeah. Don't say the original date. For me, Dancing Homer, when he became the mascot for the Isotopes and they were going on that winning streak, and then they ended up going to the bigger
He signed up.
stadium.
Yeah,
Yeah, and he
yeah.
just totally like failed, and that was it. Like everything, he just his feelings were hurt.
I
But
almost picked that one. I
yeah,
almost picked that
that
one.
one is still hilarious to me. I love that one, especially the way he dances. It's just hilarious. And they were going on a winning streak when he was doing that because he was getting the crowd amped up. And it's tough being a mascot. Just ask Capo.
No, I like that episode. I
Yeah, I
almost put
do
that one
too.
on there.
Yeah, like I said, man, it was a tough run, and I'm like, damn, that episode is good, and that episode is good. But what's your next one?
I'm about to throw another fact at you.
Go ahead, throw me a fun fact.
Do you know it takes 6 to 9 months to produce one episode?
Yeah, because all the steps they have to do. It's crazy. The like the animation goes all the way. It at one point was going to like Korea, and then they were flying it back to LA to do a final like edit and all that and all the rewrites and re-editing, but they would have to draw and do all the animation out there and then send it back. It made no sense to me when I heard that on the documentary. If you don't have this documentary, man, this is for true Simpson
you already
fans.
know.
Yeah, that's for true Simpson fans, because
Well, you're
that
the one that told me about
documentary
this at the beginning.
is crazy. Yeah, when I watched it, I was just like, why would you send the animation all the way over there and then have it come all the way back here just for you to do a final edit? It was just crazy.
The link is in the chat somewhere down there. The link for this is down there.
I'll
Right?
put a link in the description
Yeah.
later on. What up, Tiana?
Any Simpsons fan,
Got some people.
you have to have this.
Yeah, it's a well, you can also, if you wanted to save some money in the meantime, because those do go on sale, it is on Amazon Prime for free. You just have to watch ads if you got the ads. I still have the ads because I'm not paying anything extra for Amazon. Fuck them.
Won't you tell them that fact you told me earlier?
Which one? I told
No, the one where we were going back and forth earlier in the day.
The March?
Yeah.
All right. So according to, I know the first episode was on the Tracy Ullman show. Now, for me, the Tracy Ullman show, I didn't really know. I didn't know about the shorts or anything like that, but it was just a 1-minute segment on the Tracy Ullman show. And Tracy Ullman herself was the original voice of Marge. And then they didn't like the way it sounded, so they ended up finding somebody to cast as the voice of Marge, which has been the voice of Marge from then all the way up until now. I cannot remember her name to save my life, but yeah.
And I will say that fact got me because I thought you were lying, and I looked it up for like 10, 15 minutes, and then I was like, damn,
It's
this motherfucker got me, bro.
Yeah, well, it's because I listen to audiobooks all the time when I'm working, and when I heard that, I listened to a book, 100 facts that you didn't know about the Simpsons, and I'll tell you, out of those 100 facts, there was about 70 that I didn't know. So it's crazy. Like, I didn't know that they flew it all the way to Korea to get the final, to get animated, and then flew it back to get a final cut. It just made no sense. If you have the stuff there, why in the hell would you fly it all the way out there? I just don't get it.
I
But
couldn't even answer that one.
yeah. The other episode that I love, that I know you got this one on your list. You gotta have this, because we talk about this episode all the time because of the Cybertruck. Oh brother, where art thou? When the long lost brother, he's rich and he
And when he
comes
goes to
over.
Detroit,
Yes. And he ends up letting Homer design a car. And the
well,
car,
there was something funny because he would go into Detroit in the beginning of that episode, and everybody would think that he was the brother in the beginning of that.
thank you,
Like, you remember,
Tiana. Appreciate it. What's up, Dale?
he
Sorry
got
about
pulled up.
that.
He got pulled over by the cops in the beginning of that episode. They let him go. Then he went to go take a pee. Like, oh my god, I can't believe it's you.
Yeah, it's crazy. The way that does really look like the Cybertruck, it's hilarious. Hit me off with another episode.
Another episode.
Another episode.
Oh.
I know you do you have that?
You might have the next one I have too.
What?
Bart the murderer.
Yes, I do.
Where he's
That
suffering from he's suffering from bad luck. His skateboard goes down like some kind of I guess a flight of stairs, and he and if anybody, I'm not gonna say what it is, but if anybody there knows the name of the social club, write it in the chat. I want to see if anybody knows the name of that social club.
it's a tough one to remember.
If fat Tony, then he has to make a martini, and then Skinner keeps keeping him after school, and
It
then, huh?
it was a parody of Goodfellas and Bronx Tale mixed.
It's
That's what
one of my favorite episodes.
yeah, that's the two things that the episode is based off of.
Yeah, then the people go visit Skinner at the school,
Mm-hmm.
and everybody assumes that when he goes missing, Mister Skinner goes missing, it's Fat Tony and them that did it. But
Mm-hmm.
at the end, they don't realize he was stuck under a pile of newspapers.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'm gonna do a giveaway real quick. And this is going to be for the Fantastic Four. By the way, 3 of these digital codes are actually from my brother, 4K D-Ray. So thank you again, helping me out with doing these giveaways. That's really, to me, that shows that there's love out there. You know what I'm saying? Support out there. So I really appreciate it. But
Thanks to D-Ray.
this one is going to be for Fantastic Four, 4K digital copy. Whoever gets it right, it is I think she might have it because you have that fact. Hold on. Is she right?
Yes, it is.
There you go. Okay. All right. So the question is, what is the episode that Fat Tony first made his appearance? If you can get that in the chat, the Fantastic Four 4K digital giveaway is yours. But I got to see
A
who
very
can
good,
get that.
a new movie, 2 weeks old. That movie, 2 or 3 weeks that came out. Very good code.
Yeah. There's a lot of good ones. All right. Move on to the next one for me while people try to Google that probably. Stock Raving Dad.
Oh, I almost put that one
Now,
on too. I like that episode.
okay. So the reason why that's my favorite episode is because Michael Jackson
Hmm.
he voices the character. What he It was funny because he was never credited in the credits. That was one of his stipulations that he didn't want to do any of the credits. But basically, it's a bigger white guy who's in a mental institution and he thinks he is Michael Jackson. Fun fact about that is that that is one of the episodes that was removed from all streaming platforms when Michael Jackson was going through after he passed. When that document came out about him on, what was it, Netflix or Hulu or whatever, which one streaming service it was, they removed that one episode because it had the voice of Michael Jackson. They pulled it from Disney Plus's lineup, which I think is ridiculous. I have learned to separate, you know, the the music from the person. What they do in their personal life is not my personal business. So, but that was one of the ones that was pulled off of
That was
streaming
season 2.
platforms. Yeah, season
That was like
2
the
is
last episode, right?
no, that was the first episode.
The only way you could get it.
Yep. That is the only way that you can watch that unless you find it on YouTube or something. But yeah, RIP King Michael. Has anybody guessed it yet? Has anybody guessed that? What was the appearance of Fat Tony the first episode? Can't nobody get that.
Should I give him a big hint? Huh?
No,
No.
no.
Okay.
I might give him a hint after a couple of minutes. What's your next one? Because I know one of these we have in common.
Mine's from season 2, episode 21. 3 Men and a Comic Book.
Yeah, that's a good one. I don't have that one.
The one,
That's a good one.
that's the one where they go to a comic book convention. Lisa wants her what's that, Wendy and the Ghost or whatever that is name.
Mhm.
And they go to the comic book and I forgot that guy's name too, the comic book
Comic
shop
book
guy.
guy.
Yeah, but here, ooh,
That's
I
his
wish I knew
name.
his real.
Comic.
No, I wish I knew his real name because they said it before. I should have wrote that down.
Oh,
But
well, that's what they called
uh,
him, comic book guy.
so he opens up a safe and he got comic book number 1. It's $100. I think Bart said he had like $30. So he begged Homer. Homer didn't crack. And then he tried to get his odd job, sell lemonade in front of the house. 10 cents. He got nothing. But then he stole his father's beer. Then the cops came up. He gave them a free one. And then I guess they clipped off to the saloon, and he went to work for some old person. I gave him like 2 nickels. And then he stopped working. And then he went back to the comic book shop. I guess him, Martin, and Milhouse put their money together, got the comic book. Long story short, they went to the tree house. They fought for it.
Yeah.
You know, which days were they gonna get what? And then comic book burned in thunder.
And you know, the moral of that episode, behind that episode, is actually that, you know, you could share, but it doesn't always work out. And it's going to get taken from you. I mean, back in the days, you know, we used to do that. We used to share clothes, you know, because we was broke, you know. So me and my cousins, we used to all rotate clothes. And what's crazy about it is if like somebody ripped a shirt, it was always that other person's fault. Man, you Triborough got it. There you go.
That was the hit I was gonna
That
give you.
was that was the yeah,
It was
but
one of the episodes we said.
yeah, I'm about to say it's one of it was the very episode we said. And when you said the episode, I was like, shit, I forgot to tell him not to say it until after the question. But yeah, you got it, man. I'll send you that. You got that.
Enjoy
And
the
if
code.
you don't need it, then send it to somebody else who might need it. That's how I'm gonna work it. You know,
Paid forward.
If you win it, it's yours. I don't care what you do with it. Just don't sell it. That's corny. I don't like that shit.
Paid forward.
Anyways, my episode, and I know you're gonna have this one. Flaming Moe's.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
That's a
god.
fucking easy one. You want to explain it or
Dude,
you want me to?
that is one of the greatest season 3 episodes of all time. I love that shit because it shows that you can have ideas and share those ideas with a friend, but if you don't really, that person can just literally take your idea and make millions. I mean, that's how most of these Bill Gates, you know, Mark, whatever his name is, that made Facebook, all these great guys have stolen the ideas from somebody else
The
and
funny
made
thing
it
about
their
that
own.
episode is, that waiter that they hired, the girl.
Yeah.
She told him, give him a cut. And
Mm-hmm.
right after that, Homer gave that final ingredient.
That's what we here for, Dell, man. And when I have you up on the show, that's what we're gonna be doing too, bringing back memories. You know, that's what it's about, man. It's about having fun. I know the name throws people off, but it's a place where I respect your opinion, you respect mine. You know, that's just how it goes. It's a little crazy. What else you got for an episode? Because I know you got Flaming Mo, so cross that one off.
No, did you know that when Paul McCartney went on that episode, he only agreed to go on there if Lisa remained a vegetarian to the rest of the series?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That was
The
one
only
of the
way he would
facts.
do it.
Yeah, that was one of the facts that I did not know.
Sometimes
So
you really got to dig deep, right?
you really do, because I mean, there's so many things about the Simpsons and what people don't know. That's kind of all right. So
That's why I'm ashamed. If you could watch that doc, I didn't watch it. You watched it. If you get your hands on that documentary, buy it.
yeah, I watched it twice so far since I've had it, but you know, we have so many movies. I don't even have time. Um yeah, the animation was raw. Yeah, but I feel like the first
You,
season, it's still hard for me to watch
I'll say
only
it's a lot,
because
still a lot better than other cartoons, though.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I'm gonna drop another one. Which digital code should I give? Let's give away Panic Room 4K. Here's the question. Who sang and wrote Happy Birthday, Lisa in the Michael Jackson episode? If you can get that, Panic Room is yours. Who sang and wrote Happy Birthday, Lisa?
While we're waiting, I want to show my favorites, my favorite pop and my favorite Simpsons
Go
piece that I
ahead.
had.
My
My
son has been playing that as well. He loves Fortnite.
my Kang and Kang and photos with it. Even I get
Oh,
them
the Treehouse
confused.
of Horrors.
Yeah,
That was something I should have said in the beginning, people. We X'd out Treehouse of Horrors because let's face it,
I pick every
hands
episode.
down, since the start of Treehouse of Horrors, every single episode has been phenomenal. And that would have been every season, every episode would have been a Treehouse of Horrors. So we excluded those because it's kind of like a cheat code. And we decided
Mm.
not to even no. No. You're gonna be shocked. But no, it is not. Keep it going. Who sang Happy Birthday, Lisa and wrote it? It's gonna be funny. Anyways, I'm gonna move on to Camp Krusty. I loved Camp Krusty. Especially because they tried so hard. And I remember when Bart was changing his grades from the E to a B so that he could go. And he's like, "Come on, son, do you think I'm stupid?" And they still let them go, and it wasn't what they thought it was. Krusty was just using his name and his face, and they were capitalizing off of everything. And one good thing that Jerry told me earlier about the Simpsons and the Bullies, I want you to say it.
You
What
only
you told me earlier.
from the era. If you grew up in the era that we grew up in, around, I guess you'll
Yeah.
be like
Let me
38 to
check the
40 years old now,
tags,
right?
all that shit. Yeah.
So everyone got bullied, everyone got made fun of. And the one thing I can respect about The Simpsons is the bully never won. It felt good watching that episode. You're getting
Mhm.
bullied, but the bully in that show is not winning.
And they never won. Every episode, the bully always gets theirs at the end. So, yeah, it did. Another fun fact. Drop that fun fact about the opening that you gave me, Jerry.
Oh, the opening,
Yes, that
the
was a
thing that
great fact.
the scene with the couch. I know I just put it in my story, like the scene with the couch. Yeah, which is iconic. They'll always switch it up. The How long that scene is, it depends if the episode is long or short.
So,
The scene on the couch will be longer if the episode is shorter. And it'll be shorter if the episode is longer.
yes. So with the contract with Fox, they were obligated to make 22 minutes. It could only be over by 30 seconds because of the commercials. So that's what they always, when you do things like that with networks, you have to give room for the commercials. So it was 22 minutes. They couldn't even turn in an episode that was at 21:58. It had to be 22 minutes or 22 minutes and 30 seconds. So like Jerry said, depending on how long that couch scene was, determined the 22-minute runtime. And I thought that was another fun fact.
Well, I'll give you another one. I know everybody knows another scene from that opening. When they scan Maggie on the register, it says 847.63. That number has a meaning to it. That's how much it cost to raise a baby in that time.
In
That's why
that
it says it on the
generation.
register. Per month, I think it was.
Yes. Yes. I wanted a slingshot. And you know what? My grandmother had got me one, but it was like I wanted one of those ones that like it went on your wrist so you could hold it better. But she just got me like this bootleg, like I don't know, Caldor shit. I know you remember Caldors. But like she got me something like that, and I pulled it back once, and the rubber band was so thin. I thought I was Bart. I was really trying to get that, and it ended up snapping right in my face. Left me with a huge welt for a couple of days.
Who didn't want
So,
to be Bart growing up?
uh come on,
I
man.
wish
None
I
of
wish
y'all
I could be in
got
the
it.
I wish I could be in the fourth grade for 35 years.
Yeah. Actually, their timeline is a floating timeline.
Yeah.
And that was due to the fact that they didn't want the characters to age, nor did they have to worry about what was going on at the particular time. So even though the quote unquote Simpsons predictions, it's not really a prediction. It was just funny things they were thinking about. What if Trump was the president in the future? What if there was a time watch? So all those theories are like funny and they're wonderful, but it is not it's not what you think it is. Yes, slingshots, BB guns, yes. He'll shoot your eye out. You'll poke your eye out, but you'll shoot your eye out with a BB gun. All right, I'm gonna have to give it to y'all because y'all can't get this answer. So I'm gonna have to put the panic room
Ah,
up.
ah, ah. I have another question. Is if you want to throw another question out there,
Wow.
if no one can answer, how old was Flanders and Simpsons?
Oh, nobody's gonna get that. If they
Uh,
can't even get the Michael Jackson episode.
Hey,
Okay.
we'll move on. It was my turn.
Yes.
So mine is. I don't think I did this one yet. Simpson season 2, episode 22, Blood Feud, where
No, you did not do that one.
where again, Mr. Burns is dying. He got like anemia or something. I forgot what they called it. Anemia, and they're looking for people. I guess Mr. Smithers is looking for people who have, what was it, type
Yeah,
O?
it was a certain blood type.
Yeah, type O. And the
Yep.
only person that had it was Bart. It's always Bart. And
Damn. Triborough.
he Googled that.
Hey, now you got
At
two
least be
copies.
at least be honest. You Googled it.
You had
Uh
to have, because there's no way you knew he
yeah.
was 60 like that. That was quick.
He looked younger than me.
That's an interesting observation.
Whoa.
Is there something else I can?
Oh, I said the magic word. Yeah, sorry.
And then I guess Bart had like typo, and he saved him, and Homer promised him riches and everything. We're gonna get rich over this. You're gonna do it. And then when he gave him a thank you card,
Yeah.
I guess it was Stu. What the hell are you writing in? Like, oh, thank you for the card. I'm being sarcastic. You're
Mm-hmm.
an old, crippled, decrepit, something like that.
Yeah, he went off on
Hit
him.
like a girl, something like that. He tried to put it in the mailbox. Then I guess at the end, Marge talked him out of it for that night. There goes Bart whistling to the mailbox. Then they started looking for it. So he tried to go to his office and try to take the card out. And I guess while he was taking it out, Mr. Burns caught him and he read it in front of him. I don't know. I guess he was trying to get him beat up or something, or I think he fired him or something. And then what the hell he did? I think he ended up giving him like a big statue at the end, like some giant statue
Mm-hmm.
at the end.
Mm-hmm. So, all right. So maybe you guys didn't know this about the Michael Jackson episode. First of all, Michael Jackson did not lend his singing voice, nor did he write Happy Birthday, Lisa. The guy that actually sang the song and sounded like Michael Jackson, who also did other commercials for Michael Jackson, his name is Gibbs Lennon. And that who actually sang, he is a Michael Jackson voice impersonator. And Michael Jackson himself found him, sought him out, and was paying him to do the California Raisins commercial, radio slot commercials, because Michael didn't want to interrupt his vocal cords unnecessarily. Because you have to remember back then, Michael had dough. You know what I mean? So he didn't really have to do any of that. So that's why he is not credited in the Simpsons episode, because he only lent his speaking voice for the character, not his singing voice, which I found was crazy because I never knew that. I thought this entire time that was Michael Jackson singing. And I'm even more mad about the California Raisins that wasn't him singing either. So,
It's a good
yeah.
episode.
Yeah, it was iconic. I used to love those commercials. But the one that Michael Jackson is in, even his he's and all that he did in that, he's just lip singing. It was not him that was singing that. It was that dude, Gibbs Lennon. Yeah,
Mhm. Some of these
craziness.
facts you got to dig deep.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know that. He didn't want to ruin it. He thought that if he started doing things for money like that, like voices, singing when he really wasn't, obligated to, that he was going to be cursed. Mike just kind of thought like that, which is weird. But
Must be doing something right in life.
yeah.
All that money. Eh?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Dell. It's a true fact. The dude, he lent his voice. He sang Michael Jackson parts, radio slots, commercials, the song, everything. He also did a couple of other voices for the Simpsons when it came to songs. He did a lot of songwriting. Look him up. He does a lot of voice shit. All right, Itchy and Scratchy movie is my next pick, where Bart wants to go see the biggest movie premiering, and he ends up being bad in school, and his parents don't let him go, especially Homer. And if you didn't know, that was the first episode ever where they showed the Simpsons in the future. Because at the end of that episode, it says 40 years later, and Homer finally allows Bart to go and watch the movie with him. But that was the first episode where they actually went into the future. I thought that was interesting.
Didn't he? Wasn't that one also because of bad grades too? If I remember right,
Yeah,
that
it
he
was
wasn't allowed
bad
to go.
grades. They
Yeah.
went to a
Yeah.
parent teacher conference, and of course, Marge got stuck going to Bart's teachers, and Homer went to Lisa's teachers, and he was all happy. And Marge was like, he's failing everything. And he ripped up the ticket right in front of him and said, "You can't go see this movie ever." And 40 years later, he became a uh, supreme justice of the court, and he ended up going to see the movie 40 years later.
Ugh.
Nah, unfortunately for me, while there is a couple good episodes here and there, I think after season 10, and really it's debatable, where fans say that the episode where you find out that Principal Skinner is not actually Skinner, he's an imposter. So yeah, they did it with the Flintstones, and that didn't work out either. So all right, let's do another giveaway. Oh, Jerry, give me another episode and then we'll do a giveaway.
Season 3, episode 3, when Flanders failed,
Oh,
and I guess
that's
he left the pharmaceutical business, and he was going to open a left-handed store, and then I guess they were at a barbecue, and they broke like a wishbone, and Homer wished him to fail, and Flanders was getting no customers, even though they kept giving scenarios where Homer could have got him business, but he didn't. So, every time he had like a flashback, it would be of him behind his store closed, out of business. And I
hmm
guess when he went up there, he saw it actually happen. he started making calls. Then he started getting business, and then he got back on his
Yeah.
feet. Even though Homer took all of his furniture, all
Yeah.
everything before that. So give me your grill for like $20.
um, I wasn't a fan of the Pebbles and Bam Bam show. No. But I will give you a fun fact about the Flintstones. Before the Simpsons came along, Flintstones was the longest animated cartoon series sitcom. They lasted for 6 years. So until the Simpsons came along, the Flintstones actually held the world record for the longest animated sitcom TV show up until the Simpsons, which is crazy. It was only 6 years, so think about it. From the Flintstones to the Simpsons, which I mean, it isn't that huge of a gap, but there was never an animated family show that would last. And now look at the Simpsons. Oh, Flintstones is definitely a classic all day long. So here's another one. We're gonna do Mickey 17. One of the movies given up by my brother D-Ray. Uh so here's a tricky one. The original date for The Simpsons was Sunday night. Everybody knew that, right? When they were moved to Thursday, what TV show were they trying to compete with at the time? So if you can give me that, Mickey 17 is yours, digital copy. Triborough gonna end up winning all these shits because he's gonna be going and googling that shit.
He might have to be banned. Man. You gonna take all these codes, see?
No, it was not
No.
Friends. I think it's funny because there was a lot of shows, but not a lot of family shows that were number one at that time.
There you go. There's the
Damn,
hint right
Dell
there.
got it. Oh shit. Brother Dell. Mickey 17 digital. I will send you the
Ah,
digital copy.
do you know the episode where the they overtook them?
No.
Homer at bat?
Is it?
Yep.
So the get it, Dell. Go ahead, Drac.
Congratulations.
So the reason why they moved the slot and the Matt and all of them actually fought. All the writers fought them and everything, but Fox, still being a new company at the time, was being greedy. And Thursday nights were dominated by the Cosby Show. And yo, it was crazy to hear that they only did it for a couple of months and they realized that they were neck and neck. The Simpsons finally passed them with that. It must have been that episode where they
Mm-hmm.
finally passed them. But the writers and Matt fought so hard because their ratings were actually bigger on Sunday night. So they moved the slot back to Sunday night and then left that slot open on Thursday for another show. And I can't even remember the show. Now, the next question is going to be the opposite. So get ready for that in a couple.
Congratulations on winning the code.
All right. Yes, Dell.
Thanks,
My
D-Ray,
brother
for the
Dell.
code.
Yes, sir. The next code going to be coming from D-Ray too. So again, and like I said, if you guys already have the code or don't need it, pass it along, man. Just give it to somebody that does. This is what we do, and this is what I'm trying to build over here. You can have your opinion. I'll respect it, but don't. I know Dell ain't gonna sell that shit, but you know what I'm saying. Let me just write you down, Dell, so I don't forget. I already know Try got the other two. Lucky bastard. All
He
right, I
probably
know you
already
got
redeemed
this
them.
one. I know you got this one on because everybody going. If this isn't everybody's favorite, one of their favorite episodes, I don't know what to say, but that name again is Mr. Plow.
Yeah, that's an easy one. Yeah.
I
I love that
mean,
fucking episode.
come on, that
Go ahead, sing the
episode.
song. I know you know the song. Sing it.
Oh yeah, that name again is Mr. Plow. You know, Yes, like I said, man, that's what we building over here. We trying to build a nice little place to come and retreat.
Yo, I'll never forget when they were doing the commercial for it, the first one, and then Bart asked him, "Hey, are you insured by the town?" He looked at him, "Shut up, boy."
Shut up, boy. And then Barney goes out and gets a thing.
Oh, 10
Now,
times bigger truck.
at the end, who voiced the singer that was at the end singing Mr. Plow, and she sung it in Spanish as well.
Oh, that's easy. You want me to say it?
You can say it. It's not
Linda
a
Ronstadt.
question. Yep. That was that. I thought that was crazy.
I only know because I watched that like 2 hours before it came on here.
Yeah, they actually said it, but that was her first. That was her first appearance on the show too. I think she's only had 3 altogether, but that was her first appearance. Was doing that.
So I'll explain the episode real fast. Oh, you want to do it? We both got the
No,
same
you
thing.
go ahead
You wanna do it?
because you got that
All
on
right.
your list too, right? So you can take that off.
So Homer's part breaks down. It was I think totaled. Then it was totaled. So he goes to gets a new truck, tries to make money. And I guess what happened? I guess
Wait, can I do the
Barney.
sound? Can I do the sound real quick?
Go ahead.
Remember when the salesman is like, "You got to go ask your wife if you can buy this truck," and then he goes, "Quitch, quitch."
And then I forgot the exact reason, but I guess Barney got jealous or something like that. And
Yeah,
then he got a bigger truck. But Homer's the one that set him up. Go out here for $10,000. Go out here.
yeah.
And then I guess in the end he ended up saving him. And I guess then they both were out of business.
You checked out after season 3. Okay,
Oh wow.
to me, season 4, 5, 6, and
Yeah.
7.
It's peak golden right there.
Those are the golden ages. I highly recommend if you have Disney Plus or you can find it.
I'm calling Triborough out. I'm gonna call him out right now.
No, he ain't watched
No,
Gotti yet.
no. Because he said a couple of comments that he really liked season 1. No?
Yeah, well, no, it
Yeah,
was.
but
He said that the
he won't watch
animation
the
was.
better shows? The better seasons?
I'm telling you, I think season 4 and season 5 are the heavy hitters.
Any of them. 2,
But
3, 4, 5. You can't miss.
no, I mean you can't miss really
You can't miss.
1 through 10. But like I said, because I'm so used to the cleaner animation, I mean, even the Flintstones had better animation than the first season of The Simpsons. But to be fair, The Simpsons, they thought they were only going to be doing 1 season, and that's why that is the only season with 13 episodes. Every other season has 22 to 25. So that is why they thought that it was just going to be a 1 season and done, and it became a
That
phenomenon.
that season 1 was rough. It was rough.
Yes, we left those out just because if we would have
I
added
was
Tree
gonna
Hop
pick
the
Bart the
Horrors.
General, but I left it out.
Yeah, like I said, the RV one is probably my favorite from season 1, where he just buys that and he just takes his family out to the middle of fucking nowhere in the woods. That's crazy. My next one comes from season 4 as well, but Marge versus the monorail. I love that episode probably more than anything else. I absolutely do. The fact that guy came in and manipulated an entire town to buy, and then when he pulls down the map, he hand wrote like cities that don't even exist, and he's like, I sold monorails to here, to here, to here, to here, and they're all just penciled in. They're not even real states, and I just love that one. See, Triborough, that's one you got to watch. That is one you got to watch. Is the Marge versus Monorail classic? That
I'll
is
just watch them
classic.
all. Let's go back, watch season 1 through 10. Watch them all.
Season 1 through 10, and then after there's a couple
You probably can go to
episodes here and
15.
there,
You
but
probably can go 11 to 15, but after
yeah,
that, Yeah, that's it.
I just think once the show started focusing too much on Homer all the time, because he ended up being the bigger merchandise seller. It's the reason why the whole entire thing kind of shifted to Homer, because Homer sold more T-shirts than Bart. He
I
sold more merch.
I thought I read somewhere, but don't quote me on this, that Homer is the only character that had a line in every single episode.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I thought
And
I read that. Eh?
from season 1 to season 20, by that time of season 20, Homer had 188 job titles
I
under his
didn't know
belt.
that.
Yeah. He had 188 job titles. Quickie Mart, he worked there. He went into space. He was an astronaut. He was a mascot. He was the vice president of his brother's company. Like, he had 188 jobs. This book broke down only like 80 of them. And in the book, the woman that wrote the book said, I can't even go any longer, but there was 188 according to Matt, the creator, which is crazy. Haven't seen season 1 using the art style, the show. Well, that's why the animation got better and better and better, because like I said, they were only really relying on season 1. They didn't think that Fox was going to re-sign them and then end up, going, what are they on, 30 years now? 30, 32, 31? I don't know. I stopped watching
That
a long
that's
time
another
ago.
that's another fact. Since you say Fox, The Simpsons was the only episode that was allowed to make fun of the network.
Yeah, and then Family Guy came along. But yeah, Family Guy makes fun of Fox all the time. But Homer, yeah. He had 188 jobs, which is crazy. See, I didn't like the style of it. I didn't like it at all. All right, Jerry, what you got for another episode?
I think it might be my last one. 'Cause we
Yeah,
did we did the Flaming Modes, we did the I Love Lisa. No, we didn't do I
No,
Love
no,
Lisa.
we did not do I
Yeah,
Love
yeah.
Lisa.
No, we didn't.
No.
Okay, that's one of my favorites too. But the next one will be my favorite. But the I Love Lisa. That's the one where I guess it was Valentine's Day, and you know, uh, I guess Ralph was in the back playing with glue or something like that. And then they were passing around Valentine's Day card, and I guess Lisa felt bad for him, gave him the. Go ahead, you can say what the card said.
Oh, I
Uh,
choose you.
Choose you. Come on, there's nobody, nobody, everyone don't remember that part at least.
Yeah,
I,
they
yeah, the
got
I
to.
choose you, and then I guess Ralph turned into a stalker, a borderline stalker. Uh,
Mhm.
and I guess the chief gets him tickets to the what was it? It's something with the Krusty the Clown.
Yeah, it's the Krusty the
Episode,
Clown.
yeah.
Yep.
And then she gets up and she's like, I don't like you. I don't want to be with you. And then,
Yep.
then all of a sudden you see Bart in front of Timmy. Hey, look, you can see his heart come out of his chest. And then
I I love that part where he's like, watch, you can literally see his heart ripping in half.
yeah, I love that episode. That's one of my all-time favorites right there.
Yeah. Um, Another
They ended
one of
up being
mine.
friends at the end. They ended up being friends at
Yeah.
the end.
All right, I'm gonna give away a code real quick. It's for sinners. Now, if you already got it, you got it. I know it's free on streaming, but it's still a code and you might be able to use it. Uh Again, donated by my brother D Ray.
Thank you.
So this one is gonna be a little wild. What animated TV show overtook The Simpsons and almost got them canceled?
Ooh. Uh, Even if I
And
was allowed to answer, I couldn't answer that one.
well,
I don't
yeah,
know.
but I
I don't
didn't
know.
tell you this one.
Yeah, I don't know.
I didn't tell you this one, but it was a huge threat. And so It's a little trying to throw y'all a little something. Oh shit, D-Ray throwing out codes over here. I have
Oh,
not seen
D
that movie
D
yet.
Ray with the
D-Ray coming hard. No, that was not a threat.
funny thing. I never seen an episode of South Park
Oh, I
in my
love
life.
South Park.
I always
Love
wanted to
South
pick up
Park.
those season sets, like 1 through 5, but I never do. I
This
do want to see it.
this particular one was before South Park. While we're waiting on that, nope,
Triborough is going crazy. Triborough
nope.
want that.
One of the creators of The Simpsons is actually one of the creators of King of the Hill.
King of the
One of
Hill
the
so
writers.
underrated. King of the Hill so underrated. I love that show.
It is. Nope, not South Park, Draculina. And you guys are gonna be so mad if I have to tell y'all. Giving y'all a clue. Think hard. Krusty gets canceled. Nope, Futurama is another one that was made by Mac himself.
Good
So
show
no,
too.
no, that is a good show.
Yeah.
I don't like the when they brought it back, but I like the original seasons. Yes. Nope, not Family Guy.
Another one that to me that only went 5 good seasons and that was it. For me. Around
Uh,
that. Around that.
no, I give that one up to about
A little more.
7, and then it got a little dumb after that. But I own thanks to you, I own the first 15 seasons.
Yeah, I don't know how I ended up with doubles, but I did.
Yo, Triborough, all of y'all gonna be real mad, and especially because I'm wearing the hat.
Did I take one guess? I have no idea what it
No,
is. No?
nope,
All right.
nope. I'm gonna give him 2 more minutes.
All right.
I'm gonna give him 2 more minutes.
Do you
No,
know do you know
not
why
Animaniacs.
Marge's hair is blue?
Why?
Because it was supposed to hide bunny ears. And if you play Simpsons the arcade game when she gets shocked, you can see the bunny ears right underneath it. That was supposed to be the original idea with the bunny ears, but they ended up
hmm
scrapping it.
No shit.
Yeah.
Nope, not Ren and Stimpy. But
I thought I read that he made a show about bunnies,
yeah, that was
but
his first
it was
animation.
because of Maggie's toy.
Yeah, I forgot the name of his original character. There you go. Well, you it must have calculated, but Beavis and Butthead. Yes. That show actually threatened because at that time Beavis and Butthead was more attractive to teenagers, and by that time, The Simpsons had lost the teenage audience and was trying to pick up the younger audience. But Beavis and Butthead not only picked up teenagers, but picked up older people too, because Mike Judge is a genius. Let's face it. I mean, it's crazy. Um, you never liked that show? Oh my god, I used to go into school fired.
Make
I
sure
need
you
TP from my bunghole.
make sure you watch Gotti. I'm watching you. Watch Gotti.
He's
I
gonna
don't,
watch Gotti.
yeah, he said November. We're halfway through November already.
He said Gotti. I got one more bonus episode, and then I'm gonna do one last giveaway, and then we're gonna head out of here. Do you have another episode that you really, really love?
I got
Saw
one
in the
more.
movie? Go ahead.
You want me to do mine? All right, mine
Yep.
is season 5, episode 2. And this might be my favorite because the movie that it came from is highly underrated to me. Hate Fear.
Yes.
I
Oh.
love the Robert De Niro movie. I love it.
Mm-hmm. I own
Where
that thanks to you.
Sideshow Bob is in jail. He starts sending the threatening letters in blood to the house, and then he gets out of jail. I guess he talked his way from getting out on parole, and then they go on witness protection, and then he follows them. Then they end up on a boat, Then he has him sing a song for like it don't tell you how long, but for a while, and then he gets caught.
Yes. Dell, I actually ran into that situation too. My cousins used to beat me up because I used to constantly say that shit all the time. Yes, Cape Fear is a very underrated gem. Hardly ever mentioned when it comes to great thrillers. Hardly ever mentioned. All right. Mine is the Boy Scouts in the Hood, where they drink too much of the slushy, him and Millhouse. They find money on the ground and they go to the Quickie
Oh,
Mart
yep.
and they end up like going through a whole like drug induced hallucination, and they wake up and they join the Boy Scouts and they end up getting beat up.
Don't they find like what did they find like $10 on the floor or something? Was it ten
Yeah, and
dollars?
they ended up going to one of the meetings, and they find out that Nelson was part of the Boy Scouts as well, and he's like, "Don't tell anybody, shut up." He got suckered into it too. But all right, let's do this last giveaway. I'll give him a couple minutes. We'll throw some more fun facts while we're waiting. But yes, awesome. It is a very underrated movie. I highly suggest everybody go watch that because I think that's one of those really slept on movies, just like Gotti.
Oh,
Try.
try, bro. Yeah,
I love calling him out on it, man. I
yeah.
got
I got
to,
it.
man. I got love for you, brother, but I gotta call you out on that shit.
You
One of the
promised.
greatest gangster films, man. My
He's a
God.
hold the he's a hold the code until he watches it.
Yeah.
Watch the movie, then you get him.
Now, can anybody tell me? Oh, this is for the creator. Another one given up by D Ray. Again, salute. Uh, so what was the original month and year of the debut episode for The Simpsons? I know
Ooh.
you will watch it, Triborough. I know you will.
You know we're
Oh,
never gonna stop saying it. You might as well
yeah, I
just watch
know.
it tonight. You might as well
He
just watch
knows
it
us
tonight.
by now. He knows us by now,
It's
especially
free on
me.
YouTube.
Yeah. But what was the original month and year that The Simpsons debuted? And the creator is yours. Give me another fun fact, Jerry. I know you got a bunch written down.
The Simpsons skin. You want to know why the Simpsons skin is yellow? Do we
Why?
say that one? Because
Nope.
when people be flicking through the channels, the yellow attracts you, and and hope that you stop and watch it.
Yeah, that was why. And Smithers was
It's Triborough,
originally,
right?
yes, he is December
Fucking
17th.
Triborough, man.
Uh, a lot of people mistake that and they think that The Simpsons debuted in the 90s and that wasn't there. They actually rushed that episode out, and that was the only episode they had available because Fox wanted a Christmas special or no deal. So
But
they ended up
is
spitting
that
that
from the
out.
Tracy Ullman show? That date? Because it wasn't
Nope.
that technically the first
That
that
is
first skit.
that that is technically the first episode, Simpsons roasting on an open fire,
So you're going
December
season one,
17th.
episode one.
Yep.
You're not going to you're not counting Tracy Ullman as the first
No.
episode? No.
Nope.
All right.
No. This is like the start of the season. You have to remember, on Tracy Ullman, they were just a slot. They weren't really anything. And like I said, growing up, I couldn't watch the Tracy Ullman show. Yeah, I said that in the beginning, try along with, but that's the original when the seasons started. But they were just minute filling slots and they were just shorts on the Tracy
Mhm.
Ullman show.
48 skits I think they had on that show. If I
Yeah,
remember right.
yeah. Homer didn't get his Christmas bonus. That's right. And he ended up going stock raving mad. But I thank y'all Appreciate y'all for swinging in. Man, you're gonna have a lot, Triborough. And I thought Draculina was gonna jump in on this and get a couple of them because she's another fun. Loves the Simpsons. Grew up on them, but yeah, y'all have got to get the icons. Like seriously, especially if you love documentaries. I have the icons on Earth. I have the Simpsons. I have the Star Wars one, another fantastic one. But they're all available right now on Prime. There's a Marvel one, there's a Spider-Man one, Fast and Furious, Lord of the Rings. For you Lord of the Ring lovers like D-Ray, I'm not a big fan, but I will watch the documentary because I am interested. It's a cinematically, it's a beautiful film. I just don't want to watch people walk through the woods. That's it. That's But anyways, I really appreciate y'all swinging by. Merch down below, and I have a huge announcement next week that I am happy about. But clues will not start dropping until Monday. So until then, Jerry, thank you for being on the show.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for D-Ray for all the support to the channel for the codes and
Yes.
and
Like I said,
thank you for
man, it's
having me.
all love. And I wish when people were streaming, if I wasn't a truck driver and didn't have to go to bed at 6:30, 7 o'clock at night to get up for 12:30 and in the evening, I'd be jumping in everybody's lives, but it's tough when you're a truck driver. So I really appreciate y'all swinging by. Appreciate everybody on the rewatch. And I salute all of y'all. And on the next one, hopefully we will have a special guest. And on top of that, I'll be talking about 90s fashion that I know you miss these brands because we all wore them as a teenager. So it's going to be another fun episode. And on that note, we will see y'all on the next one. Peace.
Thank you. You love me. You really love me. You're not going anywhere.